All right, everyone. Welcome to Masculine Geek number 97. This is the non-special guest, Aaron Clary. Apparently the straight masculine geek.
It's like the other Beetle or the
there
other.
You go. The other overrated Beetle. Yes. So
Wow.
we have. Yeah, that's it. It's
So
very,
Aaron's Ringo is what you're saying.
more like Dingo. So James Harrison, the pickpocket magician, has to feed his family. He has to work. Apparently, there's no call or interest or need for a pickpocket magician in this lovely time of the pandemic. So he has to feed his family and work a mundane job, sort of like the rest of us. So we will reschedule him. In the meantime, we scraped the barrel. Aaron's one of the last people I called, and he came through. So here he is, Mr. Aaron Clary. You should actually change that, more like the gay hand.
I want to thank you for welcoming me, a straight man, to your predominantly gay community podcast. I've always been pro you, as you know. I'm
what's this thing when you right click on Aaron? It says remove from stream. That's interesting.
I think there's a mute option.
There is a mute.
I just wanted to encourage James and Rob's Forbidden Love to continue on and give the man and the religious right the finger, and you guys live your truth. That's
exactly.
We're getting a forward in your next book about our forbidden love. Get Elkins and Atham.
You got to find it. We'll get a photo of James and Rob together for you for your next book.
Hey, I got more dedication ideas than I do books now, because I'm like, I can get TJ on this one, or
yes,
I could.
Now you have to write a book around the dedication photo.
I don't know. I dedicated whatever.
No, what I'm saying is you want to write a book just so you can throw in a funny dedication. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yes.
It would be a really crappy book, but now
thick today.
Yeah. Hey, I'm tired. I've been playing Call of Duty Cold War.
Cold War? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the newest one
it's
out.
Mimicking real life right now, so sure.
Well, I am a tired.
That's not a bust.
Oh, okay.
That's not a bust at all. Okay. Jesus
Christ. Anyway, I was playing it, and it's a pretty fun game.
Cool.
Online game is pretty fun. The problem with the campaign, though, and I don't know how much you guys never really talked much about video games. I don't think this is very video game heavy.
We can talk about video games a little bit. I mean,
yeah, but the movement now from these first person shooters is it's just the online play, and they almost throw in a campaign as an afterthought. And because it's the Cold War version of Call of Duty, you can't just run and gun. There's like every other stage or map is okay. Now you got to sneak around. Now you got to show your KGB
so it's
badge.
Metal Gear. It's Metal Gear Solid. Nice.
Yeah, but nowhere near as fun or cool.
Okay.
You don't get to move around in a box. It's kind of. Now, what's really neat is you get to see this is where they go back to the Cold War. They have vintage 80s footage. So there's Ronald Reagan. You meet Gorbachev in the video game. So it's kind of neat like that. But the game, the campaign itself is tedious.
The person who, if you get to meet Gorbachev, did they make him into the dick that he was supposed to be?
No, he has a token.
He gave very harsh talks and whatnot too.
Like
he calmed down a little bit when he was here on his tour in the United States, but he was still a bit of a dick.
I've kind of wanted to, now that I saw it, I'm studying the Cold War on podcasts. Like you got Stalin, obviously, Khrushchev, obviously. So there's a lot about that. But then Gorbachev, I guess because I lived through it, I kind of he's the guy with the blotch on his head.
Yeah, the poor Weinstein,
yeah. And then Reagan beat him, so maybe I should look into him a little bit more.
Absolutely. Quite fascinating, actually.
Yeah.
But so that's what you've been doing is playing video games and listening to podcasts.
Whoring my book. Yeah.
Whoring your book. Well, it's better than whoring your ass as usually do. So
yes. Well, like you said, we all need real jobs. It's so my dream is
exactly.
My dream is to someday be an author.
You might as well do your OnlyFans.
My dream someday is to be an accomplished author like TJ, where I make $3 a week. I'm kidding, TJ. I'm kidding. We love you, buddy. We love you.
3 days, $3 a week.
$3 a month.
For just
hey,
$3 a month, you can support a TJ.
Like this little, what was that chick's name? That fat broad with the blonde hair.
Sally Struthers.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can, you know.
Do you know that 1 out of 1
starving
bachelors
artist
in the Cascade Mountains doesn't have a
doesn't have heat.
Doesn't have heat. But with your help, for just $3 a month,
you can give him heat so he can continue to write his awesome books.
So he could get some MILF tail, some 58 wrinkly MILF tail over in Leavenworth.
Yeah.
That's what
and leave TJ alone. Stop trying to set him up with women that
did he get upset again?
No, I'm just this is just me saying.
Of course he did.
What did you do another one recently? I'm just saying.
There was this very nice conservative gal.
Let me guess. Hang on. Wait a minute. And this is probably what you did. Because you don't listen to anybody. So this is what you did.
Huh?
You said exactly. You fucking dickhead. You sent her his phone number without consulting him first. That's what you did, isn't it?
Oh, that was the first time I did that because I thought people could be adults. Just exchange numbers. And this is what happens when I try to do nice things.
No, don't, Aaron. It's out of character. Don't do nice things. Just please.
I know. I'm horrible at it. It's got cancer all over it.
It is. Yes.
All right. So this time the girl contacted me and says, your friend TJ is really handsome. Handsome, not cute. I'm like, well, your vision's off, lady. But okay. Hey, she's got cataracts. Win for TJ. So she found him very handsome. And she's like, well, could you set me up with it? I said, well, just shoot him an email at tjmartinell.com. So I didn't text. I didn't double email. I didn't do nothing. I just said, go email him. And then she says, well, it seems like it's his work email. He has something with the 10th Amendment Center. And then the other, what's the other name of his company that he works for?
I don't know.
Well, whatever it is.
What I look like his secretary? Fuck's sake.
What's that?
The news company, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
what, the electric company?
No.
I don't think that one's it.
It comes out in the Spider-Man costume.
TJ works for two entities.
Oh, we know this.
Himself.
Get with the story. Come on.
Okay, so she's like, well, which email? I'm like, well, just send it to him and tell him I sent you. Well, I don't know. Those are kind of his work emails. I kind of went, work. Just send him a fucking email, man. It doesn't work at like the New York Times or anything. So I didn't set up. I didn't pass on numbers. I didn't do nothing. I just let it be. And TJ called like 24 hours after I had told her to email him, and I just winced. I'm like, I don't want to answer this. I don't want to. He's gonna ask a lot of questions. Yeah. Does she have two boobs? Is she really a woman?
Does she have kids?
Does she have kids? Yeah, and like
I tattoos.
Yeah, I was like, well, I didn't get a full body scan, but so hopefully they're pursuing eternal matrimonial bliss right now.
It's quite possible. Yeah, it is quite possible. Now, what happened to that wonderful? I'm assuming wonderful. It probably is the banana bread that your wife made.
We are down to one loaf.
Fucking dick.
Yeah, and I got.
So he sends me a photo. He sends me a photo of all this banana bread. I think it was like 4 or 5 loaf pans full of banana bread and cookies. And then that's it. That was the text. That was the text.
Just gloating, sending it
pretty much. Yeah.
It was his way of saying, "Hey, Vince, fuck you."
Yeah, that was a passive aggressive way of saying "fuck off."
That is a misrepresentation of my character. I have never texted Vince to say "fuck you" or call him names or to pick on him at his expense. I've never made any memes. I've never called his cat fat or compared it to Jupiter. I've never done any of those.
That was funny. That was I legitimately laughed out loud at that. Yeah, I reposted it on my my Instagram.
That's a good planet name, Mowgli, right?
Planet Mowgli, yeah.
Rob, what's your cat's name? Maybe we all name planets after cats.
Nermal and Kabuki.
Oh, those make Nermal? Planet
Nermal.
Oh, that sounds it rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah, the Antares star system.
Was Nermal the scaredy cat, or was
Nermal the great big? That was the great big Maine Coon that slept on your face. I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Nermal. It'd be like a happy planet
on his face.
Yeah, because he's kind of a happy cat.
Right.
Yeah, Kabuki would be the asteroid that nobody wants and nobody ever sees, and as soon as you look at it, it disappears behind a gas cloud somewhere.
Blink and you'll miss it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Yeah, if it's not a clear night, you're gonna not even see it at all. So yeah,
I'm wondering if I even saw your cat when I visited that 24 hours.
You were there.
I don't know if
you even there that long.
Kabuki.
Hey, my eyes got swelled up, and Rob didn't
I was
offer
about to ask,
any.
what did you actually see while you were there? Did you see anything?
Well, yeah, I saw Rob. I saw his studio. I think we did a podcast too.
Yeah,
we went to a good
did
Mexican
like
restaurant.
Uh-huh.
I asked Rob for some Benadryl. He said, "Fuck you, get out of here." I'm like,
That's right. I told him, suck it up.
Get out of here. You suck.
Said fucking allergy meds are for pussies.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and
then I heard him sobbing, later. So
He's weeping.
yeah, it was a sad moment.
Oh, interesting. If you right click and you choose on any, well, from my control point of view, if you right click, there's the edit mic settings, and there's two new functions: echo cancellation and automatically adjust mic volume. That's cool. And it's set right now. It's default. They're both default checked, and the automatically adjust mic volume is set at 50%.
Huh?
With that later, yeah. Interesting things that they keep adding.
Is this on StreamYard or is this on your microphone software?
This is on StreamYard. So if you go, if you click, it may be, you may have your own control that I don't know. If you click on the three dots, and if you mouse over the right hand side of your thumbnail, the bottom one should say edit mic settings.
Nope, just says stop mic cam.
Okay, I've got when you're running the StreamYard. So next time you're in there, Aaron and Rob, just go.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah,
it is in Cam and Mike. I'm able to select it on and off.
Oh, okay, cool.
I got to admit, StreamYards was a godsend. This is one
absolutely.
of the best, most timed, and what I love is it's easy to use. They don't. If they're gonna release a new feature, I can use it. It's understandable. They're not fucking with their layout every fucking 6 months. Like, it's been the most reliable, 2 years, year and a half it's been out now?
Yeah, and it's only about a year and a half, and it's only gotten better. Nick, if you had showed up at 9 o'clock, 9:01,
you would know.
You'd know where the pickpocket guy is. Anyway, I'm messing with you. No, I'm not. Am I? Maybe. So James Harrison, Mr. Magician Pickpocket, has to provide for his family. As I said, the Kung Flu, the plandemic is not it's not good for the magic industry, as it were, because nobody wants to hire. So he's taken a mundane job to help his family. So he has to reschedule because he's working tonight. So there you go.
I'm just tweeting you guys out.
All right. Well, thank you.
Live with these guys. See. Now we'll have 10 more people show up. Be awesome.
10 more.
I'll do 5 Twitter followers.
There you go.
Well, there's never that many. Now I know you guys do it regularly, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday. So I could kind of rely on that. I'm not accustomed to that. So my audience isn't I don't even know I'm coming on the show until you're like, yeah, the guy we really wanted total staff off, and now we can't.
Pretty much.
You want to come on?
You're a great plan B, Aaron.
I'm Tony Randall. Remember, they'd always have Tony Randall come in for Johnny Carson. Johnny. Carson. Yeah,
there you go. Fantastic. And I was going to say something, and you fucking interrupted me. What the fuck? God damn.
Was it about how StreamYard is awesome?
That's true. It is awesome. Apparently Nick August wears panties. What else we got going here?
What did StreamYard replace? What was the
Google Hangouts?
Yeah,
Google Hangouts.
Google Hangouts decided that it was going to go to a paid platform. And when StreamYard developers said, well, fuck that. And they became a third-party solution for that. And initially it was only six guests.
Yep.
Now it's up
still
to 10
is for the free version.
Okay. Well, we pay for ours. So yes. So Aaron is the backup plate, correct? Always.
Plan
Poor
B.
guy.
He's the
Well,
backup.
in Aaron's defense, Aaron did ask the last time we talked. He did ask if we were doing a podcast soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need to talk to guys
because we never do podcasts on Wednesday.
No, it's exactly. Yeah. He does it. Well, here, Aaron does it on purpose to mess with us, and I pretend to be exasperated. I don't fucking care.
I don't want to just like assume, hey, I'm coming on your show. Pull down your pants.
No, it's okay.
You
can joke in the chat with the chat holes, and maybe we'll lower the drawbridge.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Hey, do you like how I had? Was it you guys or was it Jack? Someone was covering for me on my own channel. It wasn't you guys.
We have to work during the day there.
Okay.
Which
this would have been some other unemployed bum.
I think it was. I think I had Jack. Yeah, it was Jack and Atham or somebody. They were covering my show. I gave them the login and username and password. And so I donated money to myself in the super chat. It's great. Like, here you guys go. You're not getting a penny. Fuck off.
You donated to yourself.
Yeah,
I'm going to throw.
Do they give you the courtesy of reading your super chat, or do they just pass
$100.
it by?
Yeah,
Is that going to fuck up? Isn't that going to fuck up your taxes?
No, I know how to account for it. I can figure that out. It's just actually, I ended up.
Well, let me guess. You logged in as your gay hand alter ego, and then Gotcha. Okay. All right. That makes sense.
I think they have an option to log in with their Grindr account, and Aaron saw that.
We're not going to ask how that James knows this, but he heard that somewhere.
It's Aaron Glary, and I went in under my. No, all I ended up doing was paying the Google fee. Because they take 30% of my own money, but it was worth it to insult Atham and Jack.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. TJ may be getting married in Vegas. It's quite possible.
Listen, I think one other person in the manosphere already made that mistake. Let's not retread old ground. That's going to go
TJ getting married?
No, it's playing off the stuff we talked about before.
Oh.
Wink Martindale of MG.
Wink Martindale. Why does that sound familiar?
Go look it up there, Atham. You're the
Get your own damn Mexican. I'm not your Mexican.
Yeah, you're the Caucasian Atham.
I'm the Caucasian Atham.
You're the Caucasian Atham. There you go.
Caucasian if you came
Thank
from
you, Amos.
Spain.
Leveling up
the Grindr subscription. Jesus Christ.
Wink Martindale. Man, that guy had hair.
That's right.
And plastic surgery.
I haven't had plastic surgery. I don't need it. Look at this awesomeness here.
Winston Conrad. Oh, he's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Disc jockey, radio personality, game show host, television producer, 6-decade career, tic-tac-toe, Gambit, High Rollers, Debt.
Mm-hmm.
Here's when he's younger.
I've been called worse. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Martindale's a born-again Christian who was once guest on TV and flagship program Praise the Lord. I want to tune into that. That just sounds like a hootenanny good time.
Did you say hootenanny?
Hootenanny.
Hootenanny.
Yeah.
Hootenanny. Do you remember Hee Haw?
Yeah. Loved it. Should probably go back and watch that.
You should.
Was wholesome fun. It was wholesome fun.
Absolutely. Ah, Bacon. Thank you. I'll plug Bacon show there. The goddamn Bacon aimed at everyone giving me grief for literally everything. Here's some stream shekels. Well, thank you for stream shekels, Bacon. Appreciate that.
It was better than blood shekels, I think. They're cleaner.
They are cleaner. Absolutely.
You don't have to wash them off afterwards. No disinfectant needed.
No. Exactly. So that's the show. We're done. So,
good night. Can I brought some Geek and Tell if you guys like.
Please do.
Okay. So even though I am the straight masculine geek to identify myself from the others, do you know a dirty little hobby I have that is totally masculine and totally geeky?
I don't know.
Antiquing. I go antiquing.
Do you?
Yes. And I will defend it. I will defend it as not only a geek, because it's kind of nerdy and geeky, but you kind of think, oh, the girls at Joanne Fabrics. No, it's cool because you're going back in time to find cool stuff that old timers got rid of, and their wives or their children like, what's this worthless
I'm not gonna make fun of you. I do it too for old maps.
Mhm.
I'm an old map collector. So
had I known, I would have picked you up some. They were selling for 50 cents a piece, some old ones.
Please do. Yeah, I'll pay for the shipping.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I went.
See, no, Aaron said, "Oh, okay," because I said I was going to pay for the goddamn shipping.
Yes.
See how it is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No, I send you some oatmeal cookies. You just think I'm your mail whore bitch, that I'm just going to mail everything for free. So
that's right, you mail whore bitch.
I'll go get you if I can find those maps. I'll get them. Anyway,
please do. Thank you.
So I kind of find it like agates, where it's like, okay, I could find anything I want on the internet on eBay, and it's probably going to be cheaper. But I like going to these antique stores and rummaging through, because you don't even know what you want. That's like half of it.
Oh, it's half the fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you like, and I had no idea. Like, so I went antiquing this past weekend, and I think I spent no more than $30. But check this out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. It's a Pepe Le Pew coffee mug. Yep. He's got the rose in there.
That's awesome.
Yep. And you can't drink a damn out of it because his ear is right there.
Oh, so you have to, let me guess, you get your sippy cup straw.
No, I still manage around it. Like,
okay.
I kind of like
somebody get a screenshot of that. Somebody go back and get a screenshot of that shit.
Yeah. But
what's the time? What's the time? The time stamp on that?
That's how you got to get me. There'll be like this photo book when I die. It'll just be all these fractions.
You think that? Right. I'm serious. There was a time when I first started following you, Aaron. We were still Twitter buddies. Mm. It is a sexual harassment among chess. It's awesome. Well, we were Twitter, and I was watching some of your YouTubes, and every once in a while you would do this. You would rant and get pissed off at something, and you'd make this dick sucking motion, like you were swallowing a cock.
Yeah, that's yeah. I still do that.
I know, but what we're going to do with Rob's editing skills, we're going to take all of those and run them all together and set it to yakety sax.
Okay, all right. Is it going to be a deep fake?
Probably.
Well, let me know. I'll probably like it and retweet it myself.
You probably will. Yeah.
Fucking August came in and hit me over the head.
What do you mean?
With the snake eating its own tail, except instead of the snake head, it was my head, and instead of a tail, it was a dildo.
Yeah. With that was no, that wasn't Nick. That was Bullrush.
Was that Bull? Okay, well, someone got me good on that.
Bullrush got you with the big black cock in your face. Somehow a big black cock goes well with your face, Aaron. I mean, what can we say?
Well, anyway, so with this Pepe Le Pew thing, like you go into the history. So remember in the early 90s and mid 90s when Warner Brothers licensed their stuff and you get Bugs Bunny ties.
They used to have the Warner Brothers store, yeah.
At the Mall of America. I mean, it was great. I have a Tasmanian double tie, and I have no idea why Warner Brothers ended that.
I don't know. I thought that was very lucrative.
Yeah, and it's like, well, what, did you just stop showing Bugs Bunny, which they effectively have, and everything is, maybe it was cable that got it away, and like no one communally watched the same 5 channels every Saturday morning, Bugs Bunny being one of them. But it was made in 1993, and it's kind of like, yeah, this was the cool stuff you could have gotten back in the day, and I find, and this is now almost 30 years old, 1993, almost 30 years ago.
That's pretty cool. That's technically a antique, literal antique. Yeah. Very cool. Now, is it these places you go to? Is it they're local, right?
No, it depends. I wish I got into antiquing 15 years ago, and the reason why is if you go to a big city, it's all picked over and prices are out of whack. You got to go out to the middle of nowhere, and then you probably find some pretty good deals.
Gotcha.
So I went to Wisconsin, of which the west side of Wisconsin is all rural, and I found these finds. But the more remote, the better. The problem, though, however, is like back in my day when I used to do a lot of motorcycle riding, unlike you, I ended up.
Jesus fucking Christ!
I'm probably riding
more. I'm probably riding now more than you are, motherfucker.
Right. That's because you're out in the tropics of New Jersey, and I'm stuck here in the cold.
It's 36 degrees, so it's not that warm, you fucker.
Anyway, so I would go through literally probably 1,000 towns, and they're like some local trinket shop would sell all. And I kind of maybe stop in every once in a while, but I didn't take the time because I was always in a rush to get to the next town or get to the next hotel. And what would have been great about that is this was before everything went online. These people were old. They knew what they had, but they didn't know that they could sell it online. Well, the internet. Oh, no, I need money. How do I set that up? So, but now everyone's very savvy. So I was in a town called Crawford, Nebraska. Have them look it up. Far northwest corner. So Wyoming is no more than 20 miles to the west. South Dakota is no more than 5 miles to the north. I mean, this is way out in the middle of nowhere. And there's this sizable town for Nebraska anyway. And there's an antique store. And this guy had a ton of great stuff. And I'm like, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get this. And I go in and check out. Like, it's $120. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, whoa. What? Wait. He's like, oh, no. Yeah, I can sell this stuff on the internet now. I'm like, you traitor. Like, how could you sell this on the internet? Oh, you're supposed to be this schmutz in the middle of nowhere, Nebraska, who doesn't know the gold he has. And I, being the city slicker, quarter Jew, come in and swindle you out of it. And he knew exactly what he had because everything's on the internet now.
Yep.
So, yeah, and that's where the majority of his sales was all on the internet. So I guess that time has come and gone. But, I like going off the beaten path.
Yes and no. I do a version of what you do with antiquing with old bookshops. And there's a lot of old bookshops that just cannot keep up with the sheer volume from estate sales and other goodwill. People just bring in shit that they don't know the value of. They don't care to take the time to do it. There's a couple bookshops where one guy's like, I put my kids through college doing this. He's like, if you want, just $100, take these 2 cartons of books, and you'll exponentially, you'll get more money for it
because it's collectible books.
Yeah, it's just it's like we just don't have the time or the manpower, and we quite frankly don't care anymore. So here, and then you can go sell them. You go through them and you sell them on eBay. Obviously, you have to curate it and take the time. So I've got 2 cartons of books to go through and sell. Same thing with the. Good.
You got an eye for it? Like, can you tell what a good book is? Or I know nothing of books. I know about coins, but
it's really about the binding and how well it holds up. The pages, it's almost like a moisture level in the pages. Because if you go into an old bookstore and you pick up a book and it's really brittle, I mean, it could be 200 years old, but you're not going to get much for it. Okay. It's right. The pages are supple. It's taken care of. There's no watermarks, no stains, page creases. Obviously no pencil marks, no pen marks, how well the binding holds up. So
just based on age, not the book or the author or the edition, even just old books that are in good shape have money.
It depends. It's what
Aaron, your books aren't going to be worth shit when you
exactly. Yeah. And the ones that are not signed are worth more, just a heads up. If you get Aaron to sign it, it decreases in value right there.
Wait, signed books are worth less?
Yes. Yours are, yes.
Oh, yeah. Mine. Oh. Can't wait till, one of these days I want to have like a bestseller, just like I'm nationwide and hated universally by everybody. And I want this book to get out there, and it's not for the money, so I could show you guys. That's what it would be. Like, I get this book.
I get to show you.
Aaron, I was in the New York Times, and they didn't even give me a review, but they had to put me in there because it sold so well.
Exactly. But you know what the amazing thing is, Aaron? We don't fucking care either way.
Yeah, exactly.
Glad I could come on the show today.
No, we are still. I'm not getting sentimental here, but we're still your friend, whether you're not successful or a retard.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Retard. Or maybe both in my case.
I wasn't going to say it.
Well, the beauty of the modern world, where neither of these things have to be exclusive.
You know what's kind of funny is because let's just admit it, this podcasting thing, none of us ever saw this technology coming 20 years ago, let alone we'd be part of it 10 years ago, is watching my dad's response to this. Because he's the only old timer I know who kind of tries to figure out what's going on. Everybody's like, oh, he does his thing and, he's weird. But my dad's like, so this and that, and just seeing him connect the dots. And he's like, and you get paid for this? I'm like, yeah, I do. And he's so flummoxed between, he's kind of proud, but he doesn't know if he should be, or should he tell his buddies at work exactly what I do. So it's kind of it's funny watching. You're like, well, what do you do for a living? Well, you just want to lie. Oh, I'm an analyst. Yeah,
you get paid to be yourself. Is what it is.
I'm an idiot on the internet. That's really what it boils down to. I really.
There's a sound bite right there.
Amen.
I'm an idiot on the internet.
I'm an idiot on the internet.
That's your ringtone, Aaron, when you call. I'm an idiot on the internet. I'm an idiot on the internet.
Now, would you like to see another cool thing I got while antiquing?
No.
Okay, never mind.
No, good. You can show us.
All right, so I found. You ever see these old lighters?
Yeah. Oh, that's badass.
They
cool.
predate Zippo, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I found these, and they're somewhat common. And they got the old, so I got to put a little bit of Ronsol or zipper lighter fluid in there. And then I've been collecting these. So I got one in Southern Command for my cigar smoking, and I got this one now. Real Lucky Strike. And what's really neat, and this is the stuff I kind of like. I don't know if you could see it, but on that flat plate there, it says Bill. Bill scratched his name in there.
Oh,
There we are. It just focused in.
Did it?
Just
Okay.
focused in so we could see it. That's I have never seen a lighter that's shaped like that.
Yeah, neither did I. And this is one of those things where it's like you got to go to the antique store to see what existed in the past because you don't know what you do or do not want. And I looked at that, and it's all very kitschy, like late 50s, early 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And so it has the artwork I like. There's one for like $78 that has the old, like late 50s, early 60s Playboy girl on it, painted.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't drop the dough on that, but I looked at him like, well, I smoke cigars, and this is somewhat classy and fancy, and so I got that. But yeah, this is why I mean every guy should go walk through because like I got a house being built pretty soon, and for the first
that thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, in
You
theory,
bring it on yourself.
it's going to need to be furnished. I haven't bought furniture or anything, maybe except for like when I got my dorm.
You're going to do the antique stuff?
Yeah, and I think
I'm serious. Hey.
Yeah. So kind of like some old school stuff. Now I have my old stuff that I would carry through with life, but it's not enough to furnish a house. So I'm kind of keeping an eye out for really cool picture frame or some old school posters or any kind of artwork or something like that. But
come on, Aaron, all you need is your big screen monitor for your computer, your microphone, and your fucking couch. That's all you need. You don't need anything else in your
and
house.
it's video game.
And that too, your console.
Your console.
And I'll tell you, that's how my house will be for at least a year, because I'm going to slowly populate this. I want to choose everything precise. Like, that doesn't go in. Okay, that comes in. So I already ordered some IKEA furniture. I got to assemble it.
Good luck with that shit.
Well, what? We don't have people.
You got to be an engineer to figure that one out.
Nah, I can figure it out. I'm smart.
And there's no English. It's all Nordic or what's it's like the Swedish chef. Mort. Yeah, that's what if you were the
Swedish. the
Swedish
language
chef.
of the Swedes would be Swedish. Yeah.
I know this. I'm talking about I'm busting on Jack actually. A little bit. Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, we'll see if he's going to pay attention. We'll know if he's watching the show or not.
He's not. He's probably still sleeping.
Well,
Jack's
right
Dutch,
now,
though, he's not Scandinavian.
I know this.
They're all the same.
It doesn't matter. They all it's all the same shit. The best one was with the lobsters, the bandito lobsters, these Mexican lobsters. They have the hats on, and like
How
ponchos
racist.
and little 6-shooters in their hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, with lobsters.
You mean
Look it
their
up.
claws?
And their claws, hands, claws, yeah, and their claws. See?
Do you know how many famous people were on that show?
A lot.
Everyone.
There was like, Victor Borga, Steve Martin, when his hair wasn't your color there, Vince, it was that color. Like, it was.
Wait, you hear that, Aaron? Do you hear that?
No,
Can
what
you
do
hear that?
I hear?
Let me turn it up.
Oh, you can turn it up? Oh.
Fucking dick.
I can plagiarize movies too.
Yes, but you are correct. If you weren't somebody unless you're on the Muppets. So you were in the Muppets, weren't you?
I am a Muppet.
You are a Muppet. Yeah.
Hell
I'm
no,
an idiot on the internet, and I am also a Muppet.
You're that one of the old guys up in the balcony. What the hell is that name?
yeah, exactly.
They
They're
always-
talking shit.
Yep.
I'd say I'm more Sam the Eagle. Oh no, you know what? TJ is Sam the Eagle.
TJ is
Sam the Eagle.
This is ridiculous.
No, if anything, Aaron's the what is his name? Beaker, the fucking assistant to the.
That's true.
That's Aaron.
Aaron's the Beaker of the Muppet world.
How the hell do you get Beaker out of?
I don't know. Rob's a genius.
Yeah, we spike your hair up, and or we could just give you a flyer with a flyer wig.
Look, James is Scooter, or was it Cooter? Which one was it? Scooter? Scooter. What's so funny about Cooter?
Cooter was from Dukes of Hazzard.
Cooter's between your wife's.
Cooter's
between your wife's legs.
Deputy Cooter, is that who you're calling me out as?
Scooter. He was like the only normal guy, and he had red hair. Didn't he call Kermit like Mr. Kermit? Like he was all proper. He had the glasses,
probably,
had a jacket.
Yeah.
See?
Sock puppet. Yes, that would be called his
You
wife's
know
hand.
what? There's an episode we need to do, Vince.
What's
the
that?
sock puppet episode.
We could do
That
that.
instead of us, it's a fucking.
We just do sock puppets.
Yeah.
That'd be great. I like it.
Dude,
let's do that.
We dress it up.
Yeah.
Put some fucking hair on it and shit.
Sure.
And Rob,
I'm Aaron Clary. I just made a little book about numbers and a bunch of other bullshit.
Okay, all right, fine. You know what? I'll have my rurb.
it's got a little beanie. Yeah.
Just a big ass beanie and a ZZ Top mustache, a beard coming out, and then bushy eyebrows, kind of like a Muppet where you don't see his eyes, and it just kind of moves around.
You just see the eyebrows moving up and down.
That's it. I love it.
Let's do
Seriously, we need to do the Muppet.
I'll get some glasses. I'll get some glasses for a fucking white sock.
And we're live.
The
The greatest show on the internet. Well, one of them.
Here's what we can do. We can have it just right here as our sidekick, and it does its thing with us. Yeah, like what?
Masco and Geek ventriloquism show.
Exactly.
What's that, Aaron Muppet? Why are we the only straight people here? Well, because they need diversity quotas on their all-gay show.
It's all about affirmative action here at Masco and
Oh
Geek.
man,
I have no talent.
I'd have to do this.
It really is. I am the affirmative action in break glass in case of emergency special guest, right? I just well, he's got a pulse. Okay.
Exactly. We will do the sock puppet episode. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to have it like both of us, or we're just going to like be behind the scenes and have the sock puppet up by itself. I don't know. What do you think?
I think I want to just do the sock puppet by itself.
I think the sock puppet idea itself would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do
We're
that.
gonna have to.
We'll figure it out. We got to get through some logistics.
Lower, Aaron. Lower.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying you have to get like a chair down here, but you can still look up and you can.
Yeah.
No, there's ways to do this. Like I said, we'll get some logistics here to get that figured out because I seriously only want people to see the sock puppet, but I still want them to hear my voice.
We could do.
We'll figure this shit out.
We could do a Christmas special, sock puppet Christmas.
Yeah, except you know what? That's like 2 weeks away. I ain't got time for that shit right now. I want to do this right, so this might be like a January episode or something.
We could do a January episode.
We'll figure it out. But we're gonna have the sock puppet episode, and if it's good enough, we'll just graduate that's all we're ever gonna do is sock puppets.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, I don't feel like getting dressed with the show, and if I could just get the sock puppet up, then
Yep.
James won't even be moving. It'll just be
James
this puppet. He'll be like, and you see, just a static image of a sock puppet.
Exactly.
He's sock puppet.
Oh man.
You hear my voice, but you don't see my mouth moving. That's because I'm a ventriloquist sock puppet. Exactly. I'm gonna do a soap opera if we're gonna have two. I'm going to have Lust and Love in Leavenworth, and it'll be this girl who comes up from the city, and there'll be this bachelor in Leavenworth who's a serious author.
TJ?
No. It'll just be a bearded guy, and then it'd be like, oh my God, BJ, I think you are so amazing working at the Ninth Amendment Center. And he'd be like, shut up, I'm angry. I don't want to go. You're not hot. You're not perfect enough. Go away. Did Aaron give you my number? Well, yeah, okay, I'll go.
Will somebody out there who's a DM that has time to do a one-shot D&D game, please invite Amos onto that So he'll.
Oh shit! Amos is doing that. Looking for a D&D game. Will travel.
Yeah, pretty much. He's got a sign and like a suitcase.
Sign and he's got his thumb out. You know, it's like hitchhiking. Yeah.
Yep. So
that's right. We were going to do celebrity, guest D&D. Like people could come in and.
Well, Amos is one of the players, and so is Red. But the problem is getting this all coordinated because Drew's going to be the DM.
Okay.
And find the time. And there's, we'll get there, Amos. Don't worry. It'll happen.
There's only so many fucking hours of the day. We're busy.
God. Is this going to be on the Wednesday night? Or this will be a separate game from what we're playing now?
This will be a separate, probably on the weekend for about 3 or 4 hours. Just a one shot. It's one and done. Kind of like,
okay.
Never mind. So, yeah.
Bull Rush. What'd I do to him? I've never said an ill word about Bull Rush.
He likes you. That's why he does that. Yeah.
Oh, I like it. It could be Aaron, the crusty, curmudgeonly sock puppet Clary.
Yeah.
And he's got like a cum stain off the side.
Wow.
That's funny.
All right, Rob. All right, you throwing down the gauntlet. I accept your challenge. I got some ideas. I got some ideas. Well, here's sock puppet wars is what we're gonna.
Well, here's what we can do. We could each not do our own, but Aaron can do a Rob puppet.
Oh man, if I'm gonna do an Aaron puppet, it's gonna be
Aaron
fucking degenerate.
Well, that's the idea. No one can hear you, Aaron. You're muted.
I ever tell you the time? This is great if you could do it, but we did a Halloween where we drew straws, and you had to dress up as who you in the group of friends you drew straws of, and it was brutal. It was hilarious. Like people were acting the mannerisms, and people were just falling over time. Like, "Well, I don't sound like that." Everyone's like, "Yeah, you do."
That's right.
Sock puppets.
Yeah, pretty much with Aaron's sock puppet, all you have to do is have it jerk itself off and take a 4-hour nap. and then call his wife. We'll have a little phone. And have a little
phone hanging off the side of it. Hey, I gotta go for a minute, guys. I gotta talk on my phone.
Yeah, it is.
Hello. I got some bad
She's making me cookies, and she's not going to share them with any of you.
Don't shine a black light. This is good. We have Aaron on the show, and we get money. So thank you, Aaron.
Yeah. Why me? What Bull Rush knows you guys. He know you before he knew me, right?
Yeah. No. What I'm saying is we got a lot of super chats today.
You're kind of like Chad for us. Chad makes it rain on your show. You're making it rain on ours.
Good. I'm glad I could help. I'm glad I could. What's it like making money on a channel for once, guys?
Fucking cock.
Miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle. It's a December Christmas miracle.
Miracle.
$4.73.
Pretty much.
God, man.
I can quit my day job now. Yep.
Just don't shine the black light on Clary's sock, and I almost mispronounced that.
Yeah, that was a funny one.
You know what this is turning out to be? This is like in the olden days at the circus or the fair, you could pay 5 cents to throw cabbage and rotten vegetables at the town idiot. This is essentially what this has turned out to. I got my head poked out. Hey, town idiot. And I'm mocking her. You throw like your sister. And then
you throw like a girl.
All we need is a drop tank. The Masculine Geek drop tank.
There you go. Put Aaron on it. You just got to throw fucking softballs at it and drop them.
While I'm here, and since everybody on the internet hates me, how can we profit off of this? Like, if you guys were to raise
a dunk tank and you throw you in it,
that's it, just the dunk tank. So, if you guys
if you want to make it interesting, we can throw some fucking live piranha in there with you.
No. I'm thinking something more creative than just the mere dunk tank. Like, if you guys raised $500 for Masculine Geeks. All right. And we have like it's the fundraiser. And if you guys raise $500, then I got to do something.
You have to wear a
tutu
and sing.
No, I'm not wearing
something sporting. I don't know. Is that even possible for you?
Raise a certain amount of money and Aaron has to shave his head.
Yes.
I already did that.
I can do that again. Shave it.
I look like Lex Luthor.
Shave it and grow out your beard. There you go.
Oh,
look like Rob.
Hey, there we
shave
go.
it.
Put my do-rag on.
Exactly.
Right.
We'll have two guys that sound constipated on the podcast at the same time.
That's right. It'll be a good episode.
There you go.
How about
Yeah,
this?
we'll
You
be
raise
like live
$500 and I won't fly Spirit Air. I'll go some other airline sometime.
And you have to fly first class.
Oh God! Now we're twisting his arm.
Yeah.
Have you ever flown first class, Aaron?
Yeah, I got bumped up one time for free. And Donovan Sharp bought me a first line airline flight when you dropped me off at the airport.
That's right. That was a shit show.
God, yeah.
Wasn't that crazy? That was horrible.
I owe
dude.
you. Yeah, I owe you. I owe you a lot actually for that. So
No, that's cool. That's no worries.
Anytime you guys come visit.
There's a thing called a super chat. You can throw like $500.
There's the $500 right there, Aaron. We don't need to see you with a shaved head and beard. Just give us the money.
I was thinking maybe I'd pick you up in the airport in Vegas, or give you free lodging.
When I come out in late January, yes, you can do that.
Okay. All right. Maybe are you coming out to Vegas in late January?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll be there.
I know you will because I'm coming out there.
All right. You're not coming out there for me,
Vince, don't hold your breath, dude.
I know. This is the guy that's like, he's out there. Here, let me set the stage. He's out with his wife doing God knows what. Okay, and he text messages me and also DMs me on Twitter. Hey, you idiots podcasting or doing something because I'm bored. Number one, he's bored, and he's bored with his wife. So that's telling you right there. So he's bored. Whatever he's doing, he's bored.
Dead bedroom.
Exactly. Starfish sex with Aaron, apparently. So
she's so busy making oatmeal cookies and banana bread.
There you go.
There's no time. Right.
What's up, Red? So there's another Red in the house, but he's singing the blues. So we have Aaron wanting to know about and try and set this up. So we're like, oh, okay. Just let us know when. And you don't hear anything. You hear nothing from Aaron. He's all in a fret. Can we do this? Can we do this? I'm bored.
I don't sound. No, that's not how I texted it. I was like,
that's completely how it was. It was all in caps. You were yelling.
Did I put little kissy faces at the end? And please come podcast with me.
No, those are the ones you send Rob.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rob tells me everything. So, and then you disappear. You're like, oh, I'm going to bed.
Yeah,
that was a text we get after we're like waiting for you to do a podcast. I'm going to bed.
That's because I didn't hear back from a lot of people. It was you. You did respond. You said, "Yeah, I'm up for it." I'm like, I'm going to go to bed because we did go out and get dinner, and then we came back, and I was just it's like where your energy just went off a cliff, and you're like, oh. I got nothing left in me.
You've done that to us before though. So we don't really believe anything you say anymore.
All right, I will.
We just don't believe anything you say.
I will pick you up at the airport.
Okay. I sort of
we have it documented now.
Yeah, we're gonna someone pull this shit out, and yeah.
At the 48-minute mark.
Exactly. There you go. So you look tired, Aaron, from all that video game playing, yeah.
It did to kind of get in that zone where you're just like, you're really good at the video game. Then you stand up, it's like you've been drinking. You're like, whoa.
Oh yeah,
and a little head rush. And like maybe it's time to.
It's amazing how quickly time goes by too when you're playing.
Yeah, and this is a new and a good game. And I was talking to the GF, and she's like, "Yeah, you were playing for 2 hours." I'm like, "I was." Now it's time to go on the Masculine Geek show. And I was like,
there you go. Yeah. I'm glad we took precedent though for your fun game.
Yeah, no, I'm not that excited about video games. I mean, it's cool. It's something to do, but it's really more just a break.
Yeah. So apparently Juan will suck at pulling out. I don't even want to know what that means. You'll suck at pulling out.
He says I'll suck, and then he later says I suck.
I know. He made a little bit.
Okay.
Made a little mistake there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he is Mexican, so that's that guy's cool. You know what he does with his kids?
What?
Spends time with them. He takes them on adventures, and they go hiking over in the various spots in California. Yeah, he's a good dad. He spends time. I'm going hiking with my kids. I'm doing this with my kids. It's almost like he just did the opposite of what society told him to do. And his kids are all smiling and happy because they're with their dad. And
That's cool. That's cool.
He's a good man. Yeah.
Good for you, Juan. Good for you. I like to hear that stuff.
I mean, still a dirty Mexican, but I mean,
still a dirty Mexican. You got to ruin it, don't you, Aaron? You just got to have the last word in there.
We're not good at. No one's good at. This is perfectly monetizable.
No.
I'm
not. No. I know that. Never mind. You didn't even get. You're retarded sometimes. Jesus fuck.
My brain is so occupied with higher level things.
Apparently, yes. Your next book and whatnot, and cookies.
No, I'm done with the book. The book's done.
I know. I said your next book. Listen.
Yeah.
God. So the Competent Man wants to know who the model was for your silhouette on the new book.
You'd have to ask Rollo because Rollo drew it. I don't know if I think maybe just kind of got a stock image photo and then filled in. That guy's a genius with graphic editing. Have you seen some of his thumbnails that he does on this?
I have. Yeah. They're very good. They're very good. He knows his shit. That's cool. Thank you. Bacon.
I paid him a handsome fee. Simply, this will. When you guys get older down the road, not you guys, but anyone listening, but I had an artist who probably could have done that for $15. And I emailed him and I emailed him and I emailed him and I'm like, you know what? I need this to get done. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I know who can do it and he's going to get it done. It's going to be good. And Rollo hit that one out of the park, and you pay for reliability. And that's why, and artwork. Rollo's artwork there as well. But
correct. I'm gonna buy the. I bought the ebook. I already read the first chapter you gave me as a draft. I'm gonna dive into that this weekend. But I'm also gonna buy the paperback for the artwork too, and also to get you to sign it because I need something to depreciate. So
right, I can write. It's like taking a car off the lot. You know, it immediately depreciates by a third.
As soon as you sign it, the book just like I have to go pay somebody something.
Right.
Yeah, so I owe taxes on it. So we lost two.
There he is.
What?
I say it's all downhill from there.
Pretty much. Is that whipped cream on your coffee?
Yes, it is.
Fantastic. Do you have any Disaronno in there?
Decent? No, I don't. Because I drank it earlier.
Okay. Well, I'll make sure we bring that with us. I'm going to get us with the large bottle when we go to Gettysburg.
What's a Disaronno?
It's like an amaretto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and James, that's somebody get a screenshot of that shit.
Screenshot of that.
Yeah, that's fucking hysterical.
So you guys are going to go look at fields and wander around hills again?
Yes, we're going to wander around fields, you schlonglich.
Are you guys going to hold hands?
No, we're not going to hold hands, Aaron. Oh, are you disappointed that you're not going to be able to hold our hands, Aaron?
I was wondering. It would have surprised me if people started holding hands. You and John, I'd be like, yeah. Okay.
Well, you and TJ were down there by that one field with the monument that we all of us took a photo, and you guys were doing something down there that John and I had to walk away. We're like, we're letting this one go. We don't want to get involved. We did
no such thing.
Yeah, okay. No, it was a good trip. It was a good trip, and we had fun playing D&D too.
That was some fun D&D. I miss John. Why? But John could come on and play D&D more often.
He's got his own D&D stuff that he's doing. He's so, and never the twain shall mix.
James, you ever play D&D?
Jesus Christ! Where have you been?
I do. I design for it on occasion.
I know. I was giving him guff.
Yeah, I know.
Every once in a while,
all the time. God damn it! Hey, what's up, Doc? I didn't realize you were here. And how many? That's great that we, as Bugs Bunny fans, can say that. What's up, Doc? There is Safety Doc is in.
Man, what's up, Doc?
Oh, what's up, Doc?
I do it on accident. I'm not even, channeling Bugs Bunny. I'm like, hey, what's up, Doc? And it's legit.
Exactly.
It just comes through naturally at that point.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Wow. Oh, cool. Good deal. Good deal, Doc.
Oh, that's right. He's got a new book coming out.
Yes. Amos, you're gonna have to come up with your own caption.
You know what I love about Doc is I'm retiring. I go, and then he works just as much in retirement, writing new books, going and consulting, flying around and teaching.
Yeah, he works more.
Yeah, and that's kind of like you, Aaron, saying, "Oh, I'm going to take some time off from podcasting and whatnot," and the next day you're podcasting.
I took two. No, I was doing asshole consulting. I took 2 whole weeks off from podcasting. It's when I go for 2 to 3 hours that my voice gets shot. I also probably did have the COVID, or at least I had some kind of cold.
It was the COVID.
It probably was.
And,
oh my God, I'm here to talk about it. Look, everybody, I'm Jesus. I came back from the COVID. Everybody give me your money, and every chick get thin now. Okay, good. I have spoken, your Lord God Almighty. But yeah, I had to take some time, and I had to bang out that book. So, and now if you look, I'm going back to a regular schedule, doing asshole consulting. Got the podcast, and I'm even here.
Consulting. Yeah, you are here, and thank you for coming on. We appreciate it.
Book of numbers excites me, man. I want to look at that data. I want to look at the data in the book of numbers. That excites me.
Yeah, well, let me know. I'll send you a copy.
No. James is going to buy it.
I am going to buy it. I support the endeavors of my friends.
Exactly. That's why we're going to buy it.
If you guys review it, I'll just give you a copy for free because it's going to help me.
Okay, it's like I said on the phone, Aaron. You can give us a signed copy for free. You can force that on us. We'll take it. That's fine. Okay. We're still going to buy both versions. Shut up.
Yeah, I'm going to get a Kindle at the very least.
Exactly. God damn it.
Anyway, yeah, the book is doing well. The sales are doing good. But it's good just to be back to normal and have that done where it's like, yes, Monday I do Good Morning Corona Chan. Wednesday, Friday, I'll do whatever else. But yeah, it's
TJ, nice exactly. TJ, do you want to come on? Let me know. I'll send you the link. And come in and defend yourself from Aaron's
slander.
Aaron's slanderous.
No, he's not slandering. He's matchmaking. TJ, he's got like 6 different women he's going to be sending your way.
You have to listen to the beginning of this if you haven't already. It's a fucking disaster.
Speaking of women, I've discovered something, and Vince, you may have heard of this before. I've discovered something called bratting.
Bratting.
BRADDING?
Sorry, no, see, now I'm retarded and I can't spell. BRATTING. Bratting.
Oh, bratting. Yeah.
Bratting.
Yeah. What is bratting?
That is a feature on FetLife.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
See, I wasn't even aware of that because I still haven't made my FetLife account. I did, on the other hand, encounter somebody on the Black Mirror over here who every single line of their profile that matched with me was something about needing a brat tamer, wanting a brat tamer. I need a brat tamer, and going to. So I've been on a rabbit hole this afternoon, learning about this.
Yeah, stay away from that. That's too draining.
It's a pain in the ass. Yeah, that's all it is.
It's just
a pain in the ass.
They're trying to commercialize and legitimize their shitty behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a book on it. Oh no, it's a shirt.
All right, TJ, let me send you the link there. Hang on.
So what is bratting? What I found out here on the internet, it's like the girl acts sassy and she wants to be spanked to put her in her place. Is that kind of the thing? Or
it's sort of
in a nutshell.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
Somewhere I read was, acting in the fashion to provoke the dom.
Yeah, that
community has to find some way to just fucking exhaust you, to just make you.
That's it. Yeah. There you go. Which is why I don't tolerate it pretty much because it's like I don't need your horse shit.
So is this the SJW infiltration? Like the girl comes in like, oh snap, I'm a cosplayer too, and I like video games too. No, it's not that.
No. And like I said, it's just commercializing and legitimizing women's bad behavior.
That's what it is.
Yeah. It's a niche area, kind of like something called Littles. Men do it too, but it's predominantly women where they act like
little kids,
and they wear little clothing, and they want, they'll call you daddy and all this other horse shit. They act like kids, yeah.
Women act like kids,
and here commercial. I'm saying,
James got it.
I understand. I understand what. No, not in a real world sense, but in like a little kid, like acting like a little girl,
right?
Wearing younger clothing,
like 5-year-olds.
Yeah, sitting there coloring, talking in a baby voice.
Daddy, look at my little drawing. Do you like what I did?
Exactly.
Yeah, I thought that one was different from the from Browning. I thought that was.
No, it's different from Browning. What I'm saying is there's niche things like that in the realm of.
You're going to be going down a lot of rabbit holes, James.
Yeah. So. Yep. You there, TJ?
I am here.
That's
Hey,
awesome. We couldn't tell. It's just some kind of. Oh, it's your.
Is that a keyhole?
It's a someone with a shadow. They're walking.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah. It's the shadow I cast, Aaron, that you will always be confined with.
Damn.
Right. Wow. Wow.
Damn.
throw down the goblin.
Don't make me
Wait,
sock
wait.
puppet your ass. We're gonna have a TJ sock puppet.
That's right. TJ, were you listening? We were talking about the sock puppet episode.
No, I must have missed that part.
All right, what we're going to do is we're all going to create sock puppet versions of ourselves, and we're going to be under our desks, but we're going to have the sock puppet talk like us and have the show. Yep.
TJ has to get in on this.
He has to.
He's brutal. Yeah, you're real creative.
Be a hiking sock.
Exactly. He has like a hiking stick and have like a small little Reese next
Cotton
to him.
is rotten. Wool is cool.
Have a small backpack on the.
Exactly.
Like I said, what has happened in my absence?
Pretty much. Look what the House of Love has built.
God.
Jesus Christ.
Get a Reese sock puppet.
Exactly, yeah.
Just follow him around. Yeah, it'd be
And
great.
just
With
get
a
a
little-
little
with a-
dog
with-
jingle that you hang off
with-
the fucking side of it.
There you go, with the little tongue hanging out.
Yeah.
You know, in my area, that might actually be quite effective.
What, a
With
tongue
all the-
hanging out?
Well, with all the fur babies going on,
Mm.
the fur. You know what I call it? I call it the fur baby rabies. You know how
Yeah.
you know how women get like the baby rabies? Well, they're in the Pacific Northwest because of all the people who just think it's suddenly a great idea to not have kids and just have a rescue dog is somehow a substitute for a child. If they don't have one, they want one. And if a guy has like a dog that like Reese, you know, the women go crazy over it. So I was like trying to figure out what to call that.
I like it dog baby or fur baby rabies because that's exactly what it is.
Right.
And you're dead on, TJ. I did 900 profiles I had to go through for researching for the latest book. And I'd have to do the numbers, but at least a quarter of these gals, fur baby, fur mama. I mean, it's painful where it's like, it is so obvious. Like you just want a kid, but that's beyond the scope of masculine geekery. So, but yeah, you're
I was listening to what you guys were talking about with the antiquing, and I gotta say, so I live near a shopping mall that is entirely just antiques. It's like one of the largest antique stores. I think it's like it's not an acre, but it's huge. So that's where I got a lot of the stuff that that's in my house right now. That's where I got that 1940s suitcase, the luggage, and then also I got the tobacco pipe stand. So I'll probably go over there occasionally to just see what they got going on. They got a ton of radios too, but I've already got 3 antique radios, so I don't need any more. But yeah,
are they all working order? Are they?
I have one that has not been altered at all. It's a 1935 General Electric cathedral style. It turns on, but it just doesn't operate because it's so old. I think you need a huge antenna for it to work. But I had a Philco radio phonograph, and I accidentally set the radio on fire.
I remember we had an episode where we were talking about that.
Yeah. And then I tore out the phonograph because it obviously wasn't going to work anymore, and just put in one that I got from Walmart. So now I've got because it's a beautiful piece of just furniture as wood. So that really works well. And then with Bluetooth technology, I can then play music or old time radio serials or stuff like that. But yeah, it's amazing the stuff that people get rid of their grandpas or their older relatives. It's like, I don't care. But then some guy realizes that is worth a ton of money, or at least that's what I find so funny about people, where these older guys are hoarding a lot of their stuff that's really valuable. And yet what do they think is going to happen to it when they die? Their wife's going to go. I've told this story before. One of my grandpa's friends, he collected wheat pennies, those old pennies. He collected, like, I don't want to say $1,000 worth, probably $100 is probably more accurate, but he collected a hell of a lot of them. And when he died, his widow took them to Coinstar and exchanged them all for dollar bills. Like, yeah.
Almost as bad as me throwing out my own coin collection.
My grandpa collects coins, and so when he heard about it, I think he almost had an aneurysm.
Probably a fucking stroke over that one.
Yeah, that's the thing is I think being to the show, not only masculine geeks but bachelors and pretty intelligent ones at that too. Just you don't even have to necessarily. I don't think you have to be like a collector. I think you just got to find something that's cool. Like I didn't get this because I'm like, oh, I know that only so many of these were made. I'm like, I want that. That's affordable. You know, this thing. And I think over time, cool stuff like this, like taste. You don't have to go and research all the different type of books, Vince, for example. You know, I mean, you know a couple things. I know a little bit about coins, but if you just have taste and go to these and get some old guys cool stuff. No,
you're right.
You're probably not going to lose your money.
No, not at all. Same thing. Same with the maps I collect. I like that. It's not because they're worth something or it's cool. I like doing it. I've always been a map head.
A lot of times there's a story behind the things that you're picking up, which is kind of the tragedy of the fact that old guy dies, as per TJ's example, old guy dies. It gets sold off for nothing, and now very little of the story gets passed on. Of like, oh well, I picked this, I picked this one up while I was in Santa Monica, and this one I found from a vendor while I was in Europe, and I had no idea how I made it over there. And the vendor told me the story of how he got it, and none of that gets passed on.
Right? Like I want to, it has Bill. You know, who was Bill? Was he obviously he smoked Lucky Strikes, maybe he's a cigarette smoker, but I don't know anything more about Bill. Who was Bill?
Yeah.
So I bought, when I was at a gun show, one of my first gun shows, I bought a revolver for like $80. It was this old Oliver Johnson. It was the same type of revolver that was used to kill President Garfield. And I was taking it apart to do some work on it. And inside the gun butt, there was a little note, has the name of the guy who owned the gun. He was a World War I veteran. It said where he lived, and it said what unit he'd served in. So I was just thinking, like, how that revolver ended up at a gun show in the year 2013, because that's when I got it. And I'm half tempted at some point to actually try and track down his relatives and say, do you want this? Because, it's who knows. But then I'm wondering if they really cared that much, they wouldn't have gotten rid of it, would they?
Right.
I don't know.
Well,
it's possible. It might be so old at this point that the people who originally got rid of it, they wouldn't be. Obviously, they got rid of it. They didn't care all that much about it, or they were in a financial stress or whatever. But the people. The people who were relatives of them now could be. It's like, man, this is a time capsule. This is something.
Right.
You're holding an anachronism in these people's lives.
Yeah, I might do some research to try and actually figure that out, because I think it would just be a cool personal project. Kind of the private investigator trying to figure out like who's the next of kin, or whatever that is. You never know.
Just find out where he's buried and bury it with him, just return it to the guy.
That'd be if I don't find any relatives, that's probably what I'm going to do. He
gets busted for grave robbing. No, I'm putting it here. I'm not taking anything out.
Try to exhume a grave.
You tell me you had this thing? Look at how old it is. You couldn't have possibly found.
Right. Yeah,
it's so cool. You found a note. You said it was in the gun butt.
Yeah, so when I opened up the gun butt, because that's where the spring broke for the gun, and it's inside the butt of the revolver.
Is that where you found the?
Yeah. So when
the numbers for a safe.
Well, that's God. You never see that's what's so cool about antiquing is you never know what you're going to find. You may end up buying something that has. It's kind of like when I bought my house. My house is 100 years old, so maybe that is a good analogy. But there's stuff I found in this house that was left here that's been great. Nothing like a gun, but just you don't know what you're going to find, especially in a place that's older.
Yeah.
And that my house has been built like Alcatraz, like it's just torn up and added to over the years
with no heat.
With no heat, yeah.
Dude, okay, don't. So for those who are wondering, Cappy shows up in like May, like summertime, warm, and he turns the spare into like a sauna, you know, like the Sahara Desert.
nice warm, nice sleeping weather.
Jesus Christ!
Did I show up on my motorcycle that time, or was it in my car?
You showed up on your motorcycle, and I remember you headed over, I think, White Pass, and you were freezing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because you didn't check the weather, and it's even though it was May or June or something like that, it was just absolutely freezing.
Right. I still got my elbows because I do have a motorcycle jacket that I wear.
Oh, damn. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, you know, all I can say
I'm happy you're alive. I'm happy you're not crippled, for God's sake.
Seriously. Shit.
Yeah, and you know what? Also, I'm gonna have a story to tell. Guys with no scars don't have stories.
That's true.
I got a little skin knee down here one time when I fell off a skateboard. It was pretty traumatic.
That wasn't from
pretty epic.
Falling off a skateboard.
Yeah.
Don't know.
That's just the best that Clark could bust out. Like he didn't have anything. He didn't have anything besides
Scraped that shit himself. That's too funny. What you're talking about, TJ, things you find. Same thing with books. You can find like bookmarks or small notes people wrote back, years ago.
Yeah.
I purchased a small notebook. I was in an antique store up in Easton, PA, and it was this little notebook. I'm like, I could use that for writing when I'm writing ideas and stuff. And in the back, somebody had made a list, a grocery list, and this little notebook was from back in like 1940s or 50s. So I'm like, wow, this is somebody. This has been here for decades. It's kind of cool. Or finding people's notes in the margins or a drawing. I found that sometimes people. It depends on the book. Like I have an old book on Teddy Roosevelt. Somebody had taken some newspaper clippings from that time that was related to that chapter and used it as a bookmark for that chapter. It was pretty cool. So that was still in there from like whatever 1936, 1946 when the book was written.
Right.
So I keep hoping to buy a house, and I open up the sheetrock, and there's like somebody's lost gold they put in there to hide from FDR in 1935. Never happened, but I was kind of hoping.
Yeah.
Never. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like
So
it. Well, you're having your house built, so it's not going to happen. You're going to have to do that, Aaron. Bury something in your walls for the next person to find.
No, I have. I told you guys what I'm going to do with my estate, right?
Yeah, with your nieces. The treasure map.
Well, yeah, but it's going to be for younger people in general. But basically, when I die, I'm going to convert my body into diamonds. You might get 4 to 5 carats, right? And
you do the math.
Treasure. So future generations, and I'm sure in 500 years' time, my books will be destroyed and banned and illegal. And then someone comes across.
They already are actually. They're on their way to becoming that. So
probably
they're actually on the way to becoming forgotten.
Rob, you assume anyone read them in the first place.
Exactly.
Yeah,
there you go.
We're not reading them, by the way. We're just buying the support.
I know.
We're not reading them. We're not
reading just like TJ's books. Yes,
we're not reading them.
I put mine in a case that says "burn in case of emergency."
It's firewood.
Yeah, exactly. It's kindred.
And isn't that your new toilet paper, Rob? That's your new toilet paper, right?
Well, if the cheap bastard over, that says the straight masculine geek would actually use quality paper, it might actually be toilet paper worthy, but it's not.
That's true.
So
hang on.
Now here's a question for you, Aaron. When you chose the paper color, did you choose the stark white, which is horrible, like textbook white, or did you go with the off-white, the cream?
I went with white. I always go with white.
Why am I going with white? Of course he did.
It's horrible. It's horrible. It's like a textbook, and the contrast. It's hard. Yes, the contrast between the black print on the white. It's horrible. Stop that. Stop. Okay. Your next book, do the cream. The off.
All right, I'll do the cream. I do have audio as well. You don't have to read it.
I'm not.
Did you actually narrate it yourself?
Oh God, no.
And I'm not interested.
No, James didn't. No, this was Kevin Sapp. This is Beckloff's old buddy.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Yeah, and James is working on the Sanity is the Future of Wealth, but we're taking our time because I've been busy with this.
We are. Yeah, you boomer fuck. We got to get there. We got to get that moving.
I'm
getting excited. I'm getting excited. I want to use this voice.
You can start recording. It's not like I just said if you had other stuff to do, go ahead. You could
Make sure you get 50%.
I thought you were super busy.
At least,
especially with the new book.
Yeah, James, make sure you get 50% up front from him. That's standard contract.
No, that's not my contract. I want to pay royalties. It's a pain in the ass. Every month. Every month you got to pay out the royalties.
Right.
It's not cheap. It's a pain in the ass. Every month, gotta cut a check.
No, you give James
voice actors are not cheap. I will tell you that now.
Exactly. What I'm saying is James quotes you like, "All right, I'm going to do your book, and it's going to cost you $1,000."
Right.
And then you give him $500 up front.
Oh yeah, the old mafia
That's what
deal.
I'm saying. Yeah.
Half up, half at the end. Yeah, no, I'll do that. Yeah. So.
The only issue with that is that VAs and narrators, we tend to get paid by the hour. So if we don't know how many hours this is going to take, but something we might do is, for instance, when I gave Aaron a quote, I said, listen, it's normally VAs get paid this much. I wouldn't for this much per hour. And if you need to, because this is a small book, we can set a maximum cap at how many hours actually get.
James, could I offer some just from dealing with other audio people? Until you're like set and doing this as a thing, I wouldn't do the hour thing. Because part of your hour is going to be making mistakes, and Aaron, people don't need to be paying for the mistakes. So once you're up and running and you've got like 3 or 4 books under your belt and you know the flow and you're good, then do the hour thing. I would just do the one shot rate.
Well, no, that's why I said that. Like I said, that's why I set the we'll set a maximum number of paid hours to where like, okay, if I end up fucking up and we need to go over this limit, you don't have to pay for that. That's on me. I'm setting that as a baseline. If I screw up, you don't have to pay for this.
And this is not that big. I mean, this is just an essay I wrote. This is a blog post that we published. So it's not like James has to. It's the perfect project for him to get his make his mistakes and have his virgin shot at it.
Exactly.
So that's
why I jumped at it. I was like, oh hell yeah, this is gonna be perfect.
Now what you need to do is just read it like you're talking right now. Because what you don't realize, you don't have to overemphasize your already perfect.
Just read
every single
and then you're
improper enunciation on the.
It's like, what was the guy's name? Good day. Paul Harvey and the rest. It's like, go faster, James. You're fine.
Cappy. Yeah. My elderly neighbor was literally talking about Paul Harvey today. I thought that was funny. Which it means you are both the same age in spirit.
Yes. Good day. So anyway, guys, I gotta get going. So thanks for having me on. I appreciate you having me on the show.
Fuck out of here.
All right, see you guys.
That was random. It's like a little retarded kid that just like starts talking to you.
I was just waiting for the retarded kid comment.
Yeah, it's just like a little retarded kid that starts talking to you like it's a conversation like you already had. Like it's like it just blah, 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 and you're like, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Too funny. There was when I worked for Contact, it was a volunteer crisis hotline that I did for almost about 4 years, almost 5. We would have what we would call repeat callers, and Aaron reminds me of this one guy that would call in every day, like clockwork, around 6-7 o'clock. So if you're doing the later shift, the evening shift, you'd get him, and you pick up the phone, hey, Contact, and then he wouldn't ask your name. He would just start talking about his day from right there. And then like in the middle of talking for about 10, 15 minutes, like, all right, I got to go, and then hang up. It's Aaron. Aaron's a repeat caller. And yes, it's time for his nap.
What are you going to do?
Well, the gal had cookies on the, just outside the frame, said, I finished up the oatmeal. It's like, well, it's time I leave.
Yeah, probably. That'd be my guess. Cookies will do that. His mac and cheese. Is that like a thing? Mac and cheese.
Dude, I just ate mac and cheese.
I'm probably gonna have some after the show.
Yeah.
the
Well, you know what I did?
No.
So I go.
Yeah.
Well, I go to the grocery store pretty frequently, and that's a carryover from my days of poverty when I was always going to the manager special to buy food, and I got this huge turkey for 50% off. So I actually did not eat. I did not really eat turkey for Thanksgiving, so I'm kind of making up for it. Now I've got a huge plate full of turkey that's probably going to last me for 3 weeks. And then of course I'm going to, a couple of years ago I did a turkey stock that I was going to make turkey soup, but I ended up never eating it. I froze it and didn't do anything, but now this year I'm actually going to eat it. Try and do different types of soups, but
cool.
It's been a very interesting year in that regard as far as celebrate. I saw Christmas trees out I saw Christmas stuff out for sale at Home Depot in the beginning of October.
Yeah, this is the same out here on the East Coast. It was very early.
Yeah. All the Christmas tree farms are now shut down.
They are?
Yeah, they sold all their trees.
Oh.
No, I thought you meant shut down, like something happened.
They're not shut down. It's just they sold all their trees.
Oh, already. Okay.
Yeah, they sold. Some of them were sold all their trees before Thanksgiving.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
that's weird because I guess it depends on the tree and how often you water it or give it like extra food, but shit's not going to last that long.
Yeah, I think that I don't know how it's going to work for a lot of people, but I think what happened is they didn't cut the trees; they just reserved it. They would go to the farm.
Oh, like a Christmas tree. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so like that tree, so one guy said like he had enough reservations to where he couldn't sell any more trees, or he wouldn't have any the next year, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I'll
bet the prices were raised too.
Oh, it was like $80 for a tree. $80 bucks. I mean, trees are getting expensive, but at the same time, compared to how much it's like a good bottle of whiskey. And at least in our state, when you add in all the taxes. So it's like, well, whatever. It's a one time of year celebration.
Yeah, you don't mind too much. Like,
time to uncork and relax because it's at the Chris, get into the Christmas spirit.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's actually I'm not saying that like if I was gonna I have no intention of retiring when I get older. Like I'm never gonna quit working. But if I was gonna do like a side gig, I'd do a Christmas tree farm.
I can see you doing it.
It's an easy thing to do. I was actually looking into it as far as just like how hard is it to do. It's actually not that hard to do. And you can do a lot with little acreage and that kind of stuff. I'm just thinking like you gotta with everything that's going on with this COVID stuff and the shutdowns and whatever, you're always having to think outside the box. Like what are things that you're gonna sell no matter what?
Yeah, well, and Christmas trees too. You have to steward them as they were. You have to shape them because a Christmas tree doesn't come out that way. You actually have to do work. So
yeah, I've actually I've gone and I've tried to get trees from the National Forest, which is like it's $5, but there's a reason why it's $5.
Yeah,
because the trees are
a blob.
Yeah, well, they're not full. They're not, like you were saying, they're not groomed, they're not trimmed, they're not maintained. When you pay $80, you're paying $80 of a man who's spent time every year making sure that those trees are growing the way you want them to be.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I could see you be on a Christmas tree farm. You and Reese running around. You got like a little hut with with fire out front, like a brazier with a fire and some hot chocolate and shit, and some some kind of alcohol, very subtle alcohol dispenser flask.
Well, dude, you just came up with an idea. It's like, oh, you're here to get your Christmas tree. And then they go, and it's kind of like I was posting on Twitter about how during the days when they banned gin in London.
Oh yeah, that little dispenser they had outside.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
yeah.
if it gets to that point, I'm totally doing the whole not speakeasy, but like what do you call them? The guys who actually brewed the stuff. Like I'm gonna have a place where people can just show up. Yeah, and they go in and say, "Yeah, I need something," and then they just turn a little faucet, and it comes out of
like the bathtub gin kind of
hiding bottles in the trees for long orders.
Yep, or just you have a couple of them sitting down at the base of the tree. It's got a bow on it. You think it's some kind of ornament or some shit, but it's full.
Oh my God, our local tree cutter, our local tree farm always used to do something when me and my sisters, it would be the day that we went out to
Indian Springs,
grab a tree. What's up?
Indian Springs?
No. This is Bob. What do you call it? It's just some guy named Bob. His name is literally Bob, but I think he just calls it Bob's Tree Farm. Mm. But we would go out, me and my sisters. It would be time to find the perfect tree, and this guy, because we were kids, this guy would be like, well, let me go under, let me make sure that this is in fact the right tree, let me make sure it has your name on it, let me make sure that Santa picked this one out for you. We would go under, he would like hook candy canes to the bottom while he was under there while he was inspecting it, and be like, oh, look at that, the candy canes appear for you kids. And we just went nuts. And we could do that, but with alcohol.
Exactly. Alcohol makes everything better. No, Rob, you're not doing a tree this year, are you?
No,
I'm not either.
I don't do trees. So.
No. Oh, okay. Do you any kind of like Christmas kind of thing going, or you just ignore it?
No, I haven't done Christmas in my house in 16 years.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I don't fuck around with it.
Gotcha. You are the original Grinch.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it works. It keeps everything cheap. It keeps everything.
Absolutely.
It's when you put up like Christmas lights and all that other bullshit, you got to take them back down. Yeah, fuck that.
I got lights out on my balcony. That's about it this year. I'm not really doing much. New tree. I don't feel like fucking with it. Last year was cool because we had the contest. That was fun.
Yeah.
TJ won by like a point or two. And then we had Modern Life John in there with his Christmas background, and like he got some votes. Fucking green screen background.
Yeah. Oh, didn't he say like I remember he was saying how people in Japan, like the way they dress up Jesus in like a Santa Claus outfit or whatever.
So, yeah, and then on Christmas Eve, then they go to like KFC or something for dinner or something.
No, yeah, that's right. He said KFC.
It's like a tradition in Japan on Christmas Eve, I guess.
I guess to them it's an American holiday.
Apparently, yeah.
We're gonna get fat this Christmas.
Yep.
That's how we're gonna celebrate.
No more rice balls. You're gonna get some chicken balls. Jesus. All right, so it's the hour and a half mark, and we're gonna call it early because we have no guests, and Rob and I are old and tired.
Very tired.
Yeah.
Gotta do your prostate exam.
Exactly.
You gotta bend over and cough.
Yep.
All right, so let's do a little housekeeping here. Rob, where can everyone find you?
RobSays.net.
It says right in his name, actually. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
James, how about yourself?
Find me on Twitter at Asher Creativity.
There you go. And last but not least, our original masculine geek, TJ, where can everyone find you?
You can go to tjmartinell.com.
tjmartinell.com. Excellent. And we have a rogue broadcast this Sunday. I almost forgot about mentioning this. So this Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Aaron, if you're listening, the itinerary, 11 a.m. Eastern. We're going to have Richard Cooper on.
Nice.
I've gotten a lot of comments like, oh, Richard Cooper, he doesn't seem like a geek. All men
all geeks.
Are geeks. All men.
I've heard him gush about the Command and Conquer series at least once or twice. I picked up on that.
Exactly. And you can be a car geek, a motorcycle geek like Rob and I are. So he is both of those. And we're going to find out the secret geekness of Mr. Richard Cooper. So join us this Sunday at 11 a.m. And also I will be on the Red Sings the Blues show on Saturday night at 8 o'clock. And then this Saturday also, TJ and I are doing a show and Chest may join us on and Rob, obviously you're invited, making mental asylums great again. Also sanatoriums. I've got some history to share with everyone regarding that. So it's sort of tongue-in-cheek, sort of serious, sort of goofing off, but it's going to be a fun discussion nonetheless. So join us this weekend for a amalgam of really cool broadcasts. Until then, keep the fires burning, keep the lead flying down range, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Wow.